Hi friends, we are going to discuss the answer writing technique for UPSC Civil Services Mains Examination essay paper. First of all, you should know what this essay paper is meant for. There is a good deal of difference between the preliminary examination and the mains examination. In the preliminary examination, there is a substantial focus on memorizing many things, facts and figures, organizations, schemes and other numbers. But for the mains examination, UPSC, it gauges or it assesses the in-depth knowledge and conceptual understanding of the candidates. So here, holistic understanding and knowledge is what is required for this examination. Similarly, it is clearly given in the examination notification that one need not be an expert or a subject specialist. So you need not have any specialization in your academics also. Any educated person with good general knowledge can easily answer the questions asked in the GS papers. We have 4 GS paper, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Apart from this, we have a essay paper. For both GS papers as well as essay, UPSC requires good in-depth knowledge. It expects in-depth knowledge from the candidates. Similarly, you should have very good analytical ability. You should analyze many things. You should develop your critical thinking ability, and apart from this, you should come up with your own suggestions, solutions and viewpoints. You should develop your out-of-box thinking. So this is what is required from you. For the GS papers, you are required to showcase all these abilities on many issues. But for the essay paper, you are required to showcase all these abilities on a single topic. So you should have substantial knowledge here. Using this knowledge, you should critically analyze and you should come up with your own solutions. So please keep this in mind. I would like to point out two important things that candidates should keep in their mind. First thing, you should approach the essay paper like a generalist. Don't approach this like an expert or a subject specialist. Simply put, the essay should be like a newspaper editorial. You should write in an unbiased manner. You should not show your ideological orientation in the paper. Don't write in a very assertive manner. Analyze the pros as well as cons, achievements as well as the negatives. Analyze the challenges. At the end, you should give your own out-of-the-box solution. You should give your own opinions, suggestions. So this is how you must approach the essay paper. So basically be a generalist. Second thing, what many candidates do is that they tend to approach the essay paper like the optional papers. Often the essay question would be similar to the optional subject. What many candidates will do, they will dump whatever they have studied into the essay paper answer. This will prove detrimental. Often it will end in disaster. I have seen many candidates get score in double digits because of this mistake. So please don't do this. For example, a student is optional, maybe geography. Let's say a essay question is asked. Geography changes or decides human civilization or human history. Here the keyword here is geography. What these candidates will do, they will try to bring in whatever they have studied within their geography options within the essay paper. Once again, this will be detrimental. It will end as a disaster. So always remember, write like a generalist. The essay paper is also a general studies paper only. There are certain things that you should follow while writing the essay. First thing, arrange all the points in a logical manner. You should maintain a logical flow of information and points. This will fetch you good marks. Similarly, don't repeat the points again and again. Quality is most important than quantity. Thirdly, you should write from a multi-dimensional point of view. For example, if the topic is about poverty, try to link poverty with socio-economic development, poverty with women empowerment, poverty with rural development, poverty and inequality. So try to write from a multi-dimensional point of view. Apart from this, many students, they ask this question, whether English knowledge is needed, whether I have to write in a very rich English. This is not at all needed. If you have basic good English knowledge, if you are able to express yourself in a simple, clear, concise manner, then it is more than enough. No need to include a rich vocabulary within your essay. Don't fill the essay with lots of facts and figures. You can illustrate by some facts and figures, you can bring in some important schemes of the government, but here you should adhere to a limit. Don't dump the essay with all the social sector schemes or all the facts and figures that you have memorized. Once again, quality is more important. I would like to suggest a blueprint template for an essay. You can use this for your exam preparation. Once again, this is not a strict template. You can be flexible. You can develop your own writing style. You can have your own strategy. You should start the essay with the introduction. In the introduction, you should express to the examiner that you have clearly understood the subject matter and the essence of the essay. You can write the introduction for around 1 page or 1.5 pages at the max. Then immediately jump to the body of the answer. Body of the essay is very important. That will fetch you the majority of the marks. Within the body of the essay, you should write from a multi-dimensional point of view. For a particular topic, initially write all the positives. You can write about the achievements of our country, achievements of the government. For example, if they are asking about poverty, write about the achievements of the poverty eradication measures of the government. So first write about the positives. You can bring some schemes and you can illustrate. Then write about the negatives. What are the roadblocks in eradicating poverty? What are the challenges? Write about the shortcomings of the government, shortcomings of the bureaucracy. So you can write about the negatives. At the end, you can give your own views. So at the conclusion, you use your out-of-box thinking. You have the liberty to write your own viewpoints, suggestions and opinion. So you can have this blueprint. You can include lot of subheadings within the body of the answer. But once again, ensure that you should not write a lot of subheadings, but at the max you can write up to 8 to 10 subheadings. So this should not be written in a mechanical manner. It should be very organic in nature. The examiner should appreciate your writing style. Now let's discuss a sample essay. Science and technology is the key to socio-economic change. Now please read the essay question. Science and technology is the key to socio-economic change. So here the two keywords are science, the other is socio-economic change. So keeping this in mind, stick to the topic of the essay. Don't deviate from the topic and start writing the essay. Don't immediately start writing the answer. Use the rough work at the back of the paper. For the first 30 minutes, start writing hints for your essay. Once you have started writing the hints for the introduction, body as well as the conclusion, then start writing the essay. So this is the proper method. Many candidates, they will start the essay immediately, then what they will do, they will strike many things and they will write again. This will not look nice. Okay, now you can give the introduction like this. Introduction can be very simple. It should be aesthetic also. For example, you can say that India was very rich, it was very strong in science thousands of years back. We invented many things, medicine, astronomy and in many other areas. But right now we are lagging in science when compared to other smaller countries. So definitely in future scientific growth is needed for the country. So you can give an introduction like this. Like I said, it should be very simple. You should tell the examiner that you have understood the gist of the matter, the subject matter, the essence of the essay. Once again, you can say that science and technology refers not only to new inventions. This should be used for the overall development of society. You can quote some philosophers also, like Mahatma Gandhiji and Vivekananda. These scholars, they told that science and inventions without doing any benefit for mankind is actually useless. So you should write the significance of science for the overall development of human society. Then you can go to the body of the answer. Once again, what many students do here is that they will just write whatever they have studied for science part. Don't do this. Write like a generalist. Like I said, write from multi-dimensional point of view. Write from an Indian perspective. First, write about the achievements and the positives of the country. Okay, write about many areas where we have succeeded, how we have brought socio-economic development. For example, we sent many satellites into space. These were useful for education development. These were used for rural development. These were helpful for women empowerment. So you can give many examples. You can write about the Pura model given by Dr. Abdul Kalam. Dr. Abdul Kalam wanted science to be used for rural development. While writing the essay, always keep the vulnerable sections of society in mind. Science and tech does not refer to only artificial intelligence, smartphones, nanotech, etc. Vulnerable sections of societies, they should be kept in mind. Farmers, women, poor people, tribals, okay, rural people. Keep all these people in mind. Similarly, keep the small and the medium sectors of the economy also in mind. Now you can include other points also. How we developed our human indicators, the health indicators because of science. How we developed our sex ratio. How we developed our IMR and MMR. You can write about all this stuff. Then you can go to the next part. You can write about the negatives, the shortcomings, the challenges. For science and technology to prosper in any country, the people mindset should first change. The superstitions should go. The feudal mindset should go. The anti-women mindset should go. So you should write about this. So first we need changes in the minds of people. So both are complemental. Science will change the traditional mindset. So modern mindset in turn will develop science. So write about all this. Write about the challenges also. India has to spend a lot on research. Our overall spending for scientific research out of GDP is very low. So write about all this. Private sector participation is very low. We don't focus much on applied science. Any research that is done, it is not reaching the market, it is not reaching the farmers, it is not reaching the rural areas. We have to link the knowledge with the society and with the market. Similarly, we have to link different sectors. We have to link the knowledge sector, the universities with the industry. We have to link the industry along with the research institutions. So we have to bring in this model in India. You can give the example of Science Park in America. You can give Silicon Valley as an example. Here the research institution, education institution, industry all function at the same place. So there is a multiplier effect. So you can write all these shortcomings. Similarly, you can write about the shortage of funds in our country. At the end, you give your conclusion. Here you can implement your out of box thinking. Whatever you have thought before, you can write here. You have the liberty to do so. Once again, your conclusion should be, your point should be very practical in nature. Okay. You can write probably about the public-private people partnership in bringing science to the rural areas, in bringing science to the vulnerable sections of society, in taking science to the disadvantaged sections of society. How we can cross-subsidize some sectors for the backward sectors like agriculture and other sectors. You can write about all these. How we can use NGOs, self-help group and cooperatives for scientific development. How we can use women themselves for scientific development. We should create civil society leaders, especially from women, for scientific development. So you can write all these as solutions. Even the existing programs for science, how we can develop all these programs, how we can revitalize all these programs, that you can write at the end of your essay. So this is a basic blueprint. I have given this essay as an example. So you can apply this thought process and execution for other essays also. In the section B, the essays, as they are generally abstract in nature, they are generally philosophical in nature. Here also you can apply the same methodology. Once again, try to write from Indian point of view. Okay. Here many students, what they will do, they will write about all the teachings of scholars, what they have said. Once again, this will prove detrimental. Once again, try to bring in the Indian scenario, multi-dimensional thinking. Try to bring in Indian society, women, tribals, women, the rural people, overall Indian society. So please keep all these things in mind. I hope this is helpful for you. So you can start your essay preparation. All the very best.